cute cup. I'm not home. I'm at my daughter's house, and when you're in Rome, you gotta do as the Romans do. I had to improvise, so I don't have any of my handy dandy cute coffee mugs. Anyway, I just wanted to take a few minutes to share. Oh, wait a minute. Ew, what is that? I will not be drinking this coffee. You know how sometimes you make coffee and you see like a little maybe you'll see some like oil fragments or whatever, but this looks like a full bowl of damn grease. Ew. And I used my last little bit of silk creamer. Ew. And it tastes. Anyway, I won't be drinking that, so this will be quick. So actually, remember the other day I posted my vlog of my mammogram? Did you watch it? Hopefully you did. Hopefully you did. Okay, before I get into that, I just want you to know I took my braids out and I have not got my hair cut because I had designed before I went to California, and I'm actually trying to wait for my hair to grow out just a little bit so I won't have to cut it as low to camouflage the design so I can start over to get me a new design. And I took my braids out. They were getting old, itchy. They were sitting on top of my head like a hat. And usually I try to rock through it because, you know, the older braids get, the more authentic and natural looking they look. But for me, because my hair is so thin, I can't wear it too long, especially around my edges, because they will start popping regardless if the braids are tight or not. Because my hair is so thin, the weight of the hair actually will pop my hair. So I have to be conscious of that when I am wearing braids, which I love my braids because they're so easy breezy. So right now I'm trying to find someone to give me a quick hairdo. Have not been lucky as of yet, but that's on my list today. I'm only working half a day today. And so like I was saying, I know you watched my mammogram episode where I went through the process of doing my annual mammogram. And I say annual because I have to get them done every year. And because of an incident last year where they found a spot on my right breast. And I went back in for I think it was an ultrasound. I keep getting ultrasound and sonogram mixed up. But it was one of those, and the mass was clear, it was small, it was clear, and so there were really there was no concerns on either of the doctor's part who examined my results. But it was determined that I have to go back every year now because it is there, and I just want to make sure it does stay the same, which is nothing, that it's clear, that it doesn't have any weight to it, that it stays small, whatever. So of course I get the dreaded phone call from my doctor saying, well, actually it was her nurse, Ruth. I love Ruth. She called me saying, of course, that they saw a spot. However, it has gotten a little bigger. You know how when you sort of kind of expect news, but even though you expect it, you still feel some type of way about it. And I do feel some type of way about it, because I can't say that breast cancer runs in my family per se, but that does not mean that you're immune to it. However, cancer in general does run in my family, and I think I mentioned that on my other vlog, which I know you listened to the other day. So if you haven't, please go check it out. That was a very emotional vlog for me because getting my breast exam is extremely painful for me because I have sore, tender breasts that I struggle with on the daily basis. So that was real difficult. And what was I saying? So Ruth called me, of course it's there, and she said that she was sending over my orders to Memorial Hermann Breast Cancer Center for me to set up some scheduling for another test. So I actually called yesterday because I couldn't get in any sooner because I got the news on Friday, and I had to run to see my doctor on Monday, and I called that afternoon and to make my appointment. So it's actually this Friday, and this time around I have to have 2 tests. So, you know, it's just really difficult. You know, I really don't want to give this situation too much life. But by the same token, because you know what you're speaking to exists, and I do believe it shall come. But I have to be realistic about some stuff. You know, it's something there, something that they want to continue to look further at, and it has gotten a little bigger, and that really does concern me. And so I had a conversation with my mother, which I did last year too. And these things run in our family, fibroids run in our family, these masses run in our family. They have been, I think she said she has gotten hers drained or removed, and you know, a couple other family members going through the same thing. But you know, you just never know, because everybody's body is different. You know, even though certain things run on my mother's side, I have a father as well. So you just never know, and I really don't know the family health history on my father's side. So it's kind of difficult to just rely on one side of the family's information. And I'm scared, y'all. I really am. And I know it's easy to, you know, people say, you know, you can't think about it. You know, you don't know what's to come. You need to just be prayerful and just, you know, be hopeful that the results are going to come back in the positive light and that everything is okay. You know, but it's hard. It's a waiting game. It's like, it's so funny because I compare a lot of stuff to Walking the Green Mile. I love that movie so much. And so I guess I'm walking the pink mile, so to speak, not officially. Hopefully not, you know. Yeah. Sorry, I'm shedding a little tear, had to pull back a little mucus. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I'm not gonna vlog. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I don't know if I'm gonna vlog it or not. I may just add it to this one. Who knows? It's just, I don't know. It just seems so surreal to me, and I'm really scared. And I have a lot of things going on in my life. I haven't posted some videos. I got so many things that I've edited, and I need to get my thumbnails done and get some things done, but I haven't done it because I've been really stressed out. My son is sick with some crazy strain of the damn flu that, I'm trying to keep from getting sick. And you know, as you know, I watch my granddaughter, and so life is busy for me. Life is really, really busy. And I just, right now, I just took a step back, and I just decided to just sit back and chill for a minute, because you give so much of yourself to everybody, you know, and this is my PMS moment, my personal moment situation. And, yeah, I don't know what I was saying. That's another thing. My memory is going bad because I'm just so overwhelmed and stressed out. And I'm trying to keep it together, because typically when I stress out, I break out in hives. My hair falls. My psoriasis kicks in and my hair starts flaking. And I don't want any of that to happen. I just want to be okay. You know? You know, the only thing that I had to deal with is looking weak right now. I would prefer that. I mean, so much is going on, and I'm just trying to hold it all together. And I think, so, I may not keep you guys posted. I don't know. Life is good, though. I'm so grateful for so many things. I give so much of myself to people. I mean, I give a lot of myself. I really need to learn how to say no. I learn how to say yes to no. I'll be okay with just saying no, no, no. I'm really upset about this coffee, though, because I'm tired. And, you know, I rely on my coffee in the morning. And the only creamer we have left is pumpkin spice, which I love pumpkin spice, but it is milk-based. And I'm trying to stay away from animal products. I'm not a vegan, but I don't eat meat. That's another vlog to come. So anyway, thank you guys for listening. And again, I hope you're checking out my vlogs. Hopefully they get better over time. I'm still trying to find a theme, just a way to just get these out and just do what I do in terms of vlogging, you know. But I figured if I didn't start, I wouldn't start. So I just started from poof, whatever, and just started vlogging. So some of them are extra long because I'm really long-winded, kind of like now. And some of them are super short. So, and probably a little nothing to them, just me just walking around with a camera, just whatever. But I'm gonna I'm watching other vlogs, I'm gonna get the hang of things, and hopefully I can find a niche where I can keep you guys entertained and keep you interested in what's going on with Monroe. But in the meantime, thank you. Be sure to click that subscribe button and subscribe, and also give me a thumbs up for this video. And also there's more of me out there, Tea with Monroe, the podcast. You can also check that out on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher Radio, and SoundCloud. Very interesting. And also, if there's anything you would like for me to talk about here on my, these are called PMS, personal moment situations, where I sit and talk about things about me, because like I said, I give so much of myself to others. I very rarely have time to reflect, journal, just have moments where I could just vent and just talk about things that are going on with me. But I would love to hear, love to talk about anything you would like for me to talk about. You know, ask Monroe. I definitely have a huge opinion about a lot of things. You may not agree, you may agree. I don't know, that remains to be seen. So if there's anything in particular that you would like for me to talk about, please put them in the comments, and I will definitely get around to those. And also, if you have a topic for my podcast that you would like for me to discuss, I will do that there as well, and give you a shout out. All right, so you can email me at teawithmonroe@gmail.com, or you can send questions also. That's where I typically send questions for my podcast. And I'm going to answer your questions on the recorded air. Anyway, I am out. Love you.